Greetings. This is team number 6 and I am here to brief you about our OS Virtual Lab project, which is scheduling algorithm. Now as you can see our navigation bar, in this website we have tried to implement various different types of algorithms like disk scheduling, page replacement, etc. But in this video we'll be focusing about scheduling algorithm. Now as you can clearly see on my screen, CPU scheduling is a process of determining which process will own CPU for execution while another process is on hold. Now as I scroll my screen down further, you can see that we have tried to implement different types of scheduling algorithm in our website like FCFS, first come first serve, shortest job first, longest job first, round robin, least running time first, shortest running time first, and priority. Now let's have a look on some of them and see what they perform. As I click on FCFS, this page pops up and I can get a brief description about what FCFS scheduling algorithm is and its advantages and its disadvantages. Now as I scroll down further, I get this box which allows me to add the arrival time and the burst time. Now let's do so. Right now I am typing with the keyboard, but I can also increase and decrease the value with the help of these arrows and also by scrolling up and down on my keypad. Let's keep it 3 for now. Let the burst time be 4, 6 and 7. Let's press on compute and see what the results we are getting. Now as you can see, we got completion time, turnaround time and waiting time for every process, and we got a Gantt chart along with average turnaround time and average waiting time. Now let's try by deleting a row. Now, as I pressed on delete a row got deleted. Now let's compute this. Now as you can see, the process number 2 did not get computed as we deleted it. We can also add a row and add different arrival times and burst times and compute it. You can see the difference in the Gantt chart, the average turnaround time and the average waiting time. We can reset the whole example by just clicking on this reset button or either refreshing the whole page. Now let's have a look on SJF, which is shortest job first. Let's try an example over here and check the validity. Let's compute this. As you can see, we got the Gantt chart, the average turnaround time, the completion time, turnaround time and waiting time for every process and the average as well. We can reset this whole. We can add a row. We can add different arrival times. And burst times. And compute. Again, you can see we are getting the required answer. We can refresh and reset the whole page. Similarly, that's the syntax in longest job first as well. We have the computational part, we have the description, advantages and disadvantages. Similarly, that's the case in round robin as well. We are getting what round robin is, we are getting the advantages, disadvantages and how to compute a round robin scheduling algorithm. Same is with least running time first or longest remaining time first. Its description, advantages, disadvantages and the computational part. Similarly with shortest running time first. Now we land on priority scheduling. See, priority scheduling is the scheduling type which is different from all the other scheduling type which we saw right now, because in this scheduling method priority will be allotted to every process and the process with higher number of priority will be executed first. That's the only difference between priority scheduling and all the other scheduling processes we saw. Now, if you click on this About section, you can have a look at the developers of this website who tried their level best in order to make this website efficient. I hope we served the right purpose for you to watch this video, and I hope this was useful and informative for you. Thank you so much.